lights out, Uncle Sam's on snooze. Congress playing in tag with the national dues. Feds on IOU, eating ramen and blues. Pork in the bill, that's just lobbyist dues. Yo, gavel goes bang, nobody moves. Debt ceiling tango, we all gon' lose. Gridlock, blow up, democracy's bruised. Chuck Schumer's crying on the evening news.
I'm the shadow in the halls and the murmur in the crowd. Budget blowing up and all the fat cats laughing loud. Inside the trade slides, marble floor, silent grind. Lobbyists, ghostwrite laws, they leave the rest behind. Justice bought with gold, the scales leaning off a balance. Tax your ass, sell your life, then you push the balance. Street lights flicker, drones patrol like ghosts. Shut down to circus, who be laughing the most? Rich kids making bets, poor kids pay the toll. Wall Street scripts, plays governments in control. Contracts in the dark, lobbyists and still EBT in hand, just another system that they
Shut
built.
down, lights out, Uncle Sam's on snooze. Congress playing tag with the national dues. Feds on IOU, eating ramen and blues. Pork in the bill, that's just lobbyist dues. Gavel goes bang, nobody moves. Debt ceiling tango, we all gon' lose. Gridlock, blow up, democracy's bruised. Chuck Schumer's crying on the evening news.
The city that never sleep, holding their dead bodies. Communism flowing through that bum Mondani. Thirsty ass Democrats give them the Sawney. Y'all think that you're winning this war? I cop your mommy. Wrong one to play with. I ain't got patience. Don't care if you the royal family or a Satanist. Don't care if you Palantir or if your daddy queer. The government shutting down mean you're Messiah near. Gates won't save you. Schumer won't save you. When you gon' realize the Vatican played you? Uncle Sam is just a raw child. I'm about to break the matrix, something like the golden child.
Shut down, lights out, Uncle Sam's on snooze. Congress playing tag with the national dues. Feds on IOU, eating ramen and blues. Pork in the bill, that's just lobbyist dues. Gavel goes bang, nobody moves. Debt ceiling tango, we all gon' lose. Gridlock, blow up, democracy's bruised. Chuck Schumer's crying on the evening news.
Pull the plug quick, whole hills start glitching again. His power plays heavy, they ain't fixing a thing. Filibuster talk, that's a hustling slang. All theatrics, same script, different campaign. Slick words tossed out, sound crisp on the lens. Unity speeches, but the deals don't blend. Busted on the life support, they cutting off and shut down season, hit the people, not them. Virtue on the surface, but it's greed in the core. Waving all the flags while they're breaking all the laws. Mic check, martyr, but they pockets still raw. Checks clear real fast while the folks stay poor.
Shut down, lights out, Uncle Sam's on snooze. Congress playing tag with the national dues. Feds on IOU, eating ramen and blues. Pork in the bill, that's just lobbyist dues. Gavel goes bang, nobody moves. Debt ceiling tango, we all gon' lose. Gridlock, blow up, democracy's bruised. Chuck Schumer's crying on the evening news. Chuck Schumer's crying on the evening news.
At least they don't. Oh, what a bunch of fucking bullshit. 10 years in this motherfucker, and they still suppressing us. Well, I'm back for one night. So since I stopped going live, this is the thing that people don't realize. When you go live every day, everybody's expecting you. You know, they're like, "Oh, 7 o'clock, Skript's on. Oh, we'll go watch the show. 7 o'clock, he's on. Then I got it down to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then it just got to be like, okay, I don't want to fucking do this no more. But when you don't go live for a while, right? This is usually what happens. You wait like 2 weeks when they're not censoring you. Everybody comes in and sees the shit because I did it on Instagram for fucking years. So like, say you're going live, I don't know, once in a blue moon, you go live. As soon as you go live, everybody gets the notification. They're like, oh shit, Skript just went live. Let's go see what the fuck he's talking about. And everybody sees it. You get 1,000 people. This is how you know you're being censored. There are 35 people watching me on X right now. That's how I know I'm being censored. And if you don't like my music, fuck you. I don't need you anyway. You can go fucking clap your mother's ass cheeks. How about those apples? Take them, bite them, shove them up your ass. Here's a thumb drive. I got no fucks to give. Stick it right up your ass. Yeah, so anyways, because all we do is give our fucking time, give our opinion, give our time, show them this, research that, do this. Well, I have fucking skills. And luckily, I have fucking fans out there that do like my music. So, you know, it's not a big deal. But fuck all the politics shit. Everybody's waiting on this to happen, that. It's going to be Easter. The fucking trademark's going to go off. It's going to be 6 days from here, 10 days darkness. Da-da-da. Guys, it's like this. Dangling carrot sticks. Now, you can keep your hopium. You can keep your hope. That's fine. Like I said, we're going to need to do something pretty fucking soon. And it still goes back to COVID. COVID should have been your like wake up call where you were sitting there looking at everything and you were like, nah, this is not right. I don't like this. I'm not doing this. And you stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that was about. Saying, nope, you can't force me to take this. I'm not taking nothing. I don't care what you're saying. The number one thing that should have went off in your brain was it was free. The government never gives you nothing free. They give you a free tax audit and taxes will come. They'll be like, yo, we'll help you out with your taxes. Make sure you file them. So, you know, all these things that I see and just like looking at everything now, it's so much more peaceful not having to like worry about this shit, man. I know some people are going to be like, but Skript, we have to do. Listen, let me tell you something. You're going to get to a point, and I'm just saying this to everybody. It's good to be positive. It's good to have hope. It's good to look at things differently in like a positive light, but you're going to get to a point. And once you get to that point, you can't stop seeing it because you're already awake. All right. And being awake has nothing to do with politics. Everybody's like, I'm awake and politics rule my life. Being awake has nothing to do with politics at all. As long as you're peaceful and you're enjoying yourself and you're hanging with your loved ones and you're if you have new additions to your family, if you've spoken to like family that you haven't spoke to in the past and now all of a sudden you guys are talking, do you want to bring up politics? Do you want to sit there and be like, hey, let me hit you with this? Or do you want to just see how they're doing and be like, hey, how's it going? I haven't spoke to you in a long time. I know we got off on the wrong foot, but, you know, we're back here. And usually everybody goes, I'm not worrying about fucking politics, man. And you have regular conversations. It's kind of like, it's like somebody that is always talking about God. They talk about God 24/7, but yet their life is in turmoil. And they just talk about God, which is fine. If that's your rock, that's your rock. But not everybody has the same opinion as you. Not everybody feels the same way you do. Not everybody perceives life the way that you do. So that's why sometimes you just got to say, fuck it and do you. And if you lose people on the way, fuck it. We've been losing people for 10 years. 10 years I've been losing people. And I'm not talking about people passing away. I'm just talking about they were friends with me. They're not friends with me. Oh, you like this one? I don't like that motherfucker. You like that one? Well, I don't care about that. It doesn't fucking matter. Because when you truly awake, this whole political system, this whole thing is fake anyway. The whole thing is fake and gay. And that's GHEY. So they don't fuck with me over on YouTube. But it is. It's fake and gay. And everybody sits there and goes, well, this is going to happen and this is going to happen. And it doesn't fucking happen. That's what you get for saying that this is going to happen and it doesn't happen. That's why you just have to be like, fuck it. I'm going to enjoy life and I'm going to do my thing. Yeah. If it gets to the point where it's at your front door and you're like, I got to do something, then you got to do something. But I don't think anybody will get to that precipice level until it's at their front door. And the only way that happens is either the food or the money. That's it. Those are your two things. So if none of that happens, right, and none of this happens, and this doesn't get here, and that doesn't get there, and people go, oh, well, it's the same old shit. It's politics. And you're seeing all these fuckers that are in the Republicans won't pull the trigger. They're pussies. The Democrats are fucking, they're insane. They're just like nuts. Why you want to be a part of that? I don't want to be a part of that shit. Fuck that two-party system, man. That shit is whack. So that's why you always hear me saying, fuck the division, fuck the right and the left. Prime example, I put up a video today. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm going to bring it up. Because everybody's like, no, fuck Massey and da-da-da-da-da. But literally they're missing the whole point to what he was saying. Hold on, I'm going to show you. And he literally breaks it down, and everybody's gonna be like, it's a psyop script. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe you're the psyop for thinking that it's a psyop. Here, look, President Trump calling out Roger Stone. U.S. President Donald Trump disembarks from what? Air Force One while holding his cell phone with a text message from Roger Stone upon arrival at Joint Base Andrews in Maryland, May 30th, 2025, after traveling to Pennsylvania to visit a U.S. steel plant. So it's Roger Stone. He's got him on blast. And it's like, go ahead and fucking decode it. Decode it. I said fucking decode it. Call up Phil Galewski. He can decode it for you. Now, if you go even deeper than this is the numbers. And even still after the numbers, it's just in our face. That's all it is. It's in our face. That's how I look at this shit now. It's like they just put it right in your face. Now, when it happens, it happens. You know, then I'll be happy. And they get somebody arrested. I'm like, okay, this will be my face right here. Like, oh, you're arresting some people. Oh, okay. Until then, we'll be waiting for the Galactic Federation over here to come give you some wisdom. Hold on. I'm not even done yet.
Well, this was the Post earlier today. 2 Republicans voted nay to stall the bill to fund the government. And it ended up being only one again. And who was it? Thomas Massey. And, well, it must be Groundhog Day again because cue the Thomas Massey is a rhino. He's a Democrat. He's a grandstander. Because like clockwork, these types of comments came in. Massey is a traitor to America. And there's my response below. Let's see why Thomas Massey voted no on this bill, and let's just see how much of a grandstander he is. Because this, my friends, is a masterclass from our greatest member of Congress. Behold, because instead of letting these bag of sand propaganda, but you're not loyal to President Trump, you're not loyal to President Trump. Instead of letting them frame the narrative, Massey told us in his own words, I voted against this omnibus. Here's a breakdown of the most ridiculous items included, including some America First items that were not. From the man himself, $5 billion to provide cash benefits, healthcare, daycare, and job programs to refugees on the taxpayer dime. What a grandstander! $315 million to fund the CIA's branch of the State Department that propagandizes and destabilizes the globe and has an interest in censoring and attacking conservative media outlets. What a traitor! Thomas Massey is a rhino! Traitor to America! What a traitor! Why doesn't he support President Trump? $3.3 billion to our greatest ally! Oh, and an extra $500 million. Greatest ally! What a traitor! Grandstander! $1.5 billion to Egypt. I don't know about you guys, but when I see all those veterans laying on the street and all the Fent zombies in Baltimore, I go, shucks, we need to send money to Egypt. Oh, and $2.1 billion to the Jordanians, you know, because America first or whatever. Grandstander. Nearly $700 million to foreign HIV AIDS, because that's what I think of when buying groceries in Kentucky. Me too, Thomas. Me too. And some America First items that they refused to include. Grandstander, what a Democrat! Dominic Nicey is a Democrat. His amendment to freeze funds for the daycare fraud. The amendment to stop warrantless surveillance of Americans via loopholes in the FISA Act. Oh, grandstander. The amendment to prevent the kill switch on your personal vehicle. Traitor. The amendment to end propagandizing U.S. citizens by the State Department and the U.S. Agency for Global Media. What a traitor! No, Thomas, no! They also blocked the amendment to stop the creation of CBDCs. Oh! Financial surveillance and control of your wallet. What a grandstand! What a Democrat! What a rhino! What do you support? And wouldn't you know, the inclusion of the SAVE Act. Wow! Grandstander! And well, Charlie has a tweet for everything. 2016. How about it? If that's what makes Thomas Massey the traitor, then what is everyone else? Where do you support?
Oh, that was pretty good. Come on now. All right, I'll say hi to everybody because I told you I had to get my thoughts out and I wanted to go to that video because I thought it was pretty funny. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I see Kim's in here. She gets the wand. Everybody else gets the... Yeah, that I just thought that was fucking hilarious. But like I said, when I was trying to get my thoughts out before and actually speak on what I was speaking, I'm going to put my phone to the side. So what I was speaking about is how we're still getting censored, how, you know, these things are still happening. We're still going through that. I haven't been on in a while. And usually when you don't go on in a while, people go, oh shit, Skript is live, and they jump right on. But when you're censored, you don't get seen. Like you have to start pinning shit at the top, reposting, putting this over here. I got to put up a flyer here. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? That's not how it goes for everybody else. It's only over here on the conservative side. That's usually what it is, guys. So, you know, if you spoke out, where I was getting back to COVID, if you spoke out during 2019 and COVID and all that, then you're marked for the rest of your life. You're on a list. just so you know, you're on a list. So if you were like, hey, I don't want to get the jibby jab and all that, you're on a list. If you were like, hey, don't get the you know what I'm saying? You're on a fucking list. If you were like, I don't like what the government's doing, you're on a fucking what? A list. If you were like, I'm better than the government, you're on a list. If you said anything about the little hats, you're on a list. If you don't like Dan Bongina, you're on a list. If you say anything about Kash Patel, you're on a list. If you fucking disagree with Donald Trump and some of his policies, you're on a list. Like, wake the fuck up, guys. It doesn't get any more serious than that. But everybody, we're returning the power back to the people. Okay, then. If we're doing that, then I'm going to wait for everybody to get into their positions. I showed you one person, and they're a lefty liberal, and they can't even fucking steal the seats anymore. They literally have to go and rally and get money together so they can run for a seat. And that's how Lindsey Graham got unseated. Not by a real great person, but got unseated. It actually works. Oh, my God. Anyways, man, it's good to see everybody. I'm very, very happy to be back. Don't get mad at me like if I'm saying what I'm saying, because I just don't give a shit. What's up, babe? What's up, Wisteria? What's up, Smiles? Remington, what's up? Bite Master, what's up? Kev, I see you, bro. And you know, Dizzle's in here on a Friday fucking night. Dizzle, if you're in here, bro, is the world ending? I just need to know, is the world in it? Or you came to hear that fucking get down good music right now? Yeah. See, that's what we do. We're going to play some fucking music. Gubnov, what's up, man? Stevie Bananas, what's up? Double DD, I see ya. Hello, Diana. I think there's people in here from, Joe Carroll's in here. There's like 7 people on YouTube. X, there's like, I don't know, probably 100. Chuckles, Wutu, what's up? Diane, what's up? I think I got everybody. Yo, it's so hard to see this because I got to scroll back and I forget how to do everything. Don't mind me. I'm just a fucking a complainer now. I'm a doomer, guys. I'm such a doomer. It's only because nobody's getting fucking arrested. Now they're leading us on with Brennan. Brennan's getting arrested. I bet you Brennan doesn't get arrested because they don't have anybody in there with a backbone that will pull the trigger and fucking actually lock these people up. That's where I'm at. What's up, Curious Cat? But that's how I feel, though. Like, you know what I mean? We really don't have anybody in there that's actually going to do something. If they really were going to fucking do something, then, you know, we would have saw all these other people get locked up. Now, if it's the military and the military is the only way and the military has to do it, then they got to get rid of the bad military people. You know, those generals, 5 stars and the 3 stars that are still up there fucking doing corrupt shit and still running shit. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. Maybe we just need to lock everybody up ourselves. Citizens arrest. All right, hold on a second. Oh, and I forgot. And this is a good one, right? They're not going to get away with it. There will be the account. Kev, I'm going to hold you to that. Today is 3/27/26. Kevin said they're not going to get away with it. There will be the accountability. All right. 3/27/26. Now, I'm just done with. I'd rather just make the music and just make songs about it because it's just easier to put it out there and do it. But if they do get locked up, I told you, I'll come on here and eat crow and be like, hey, I was fucking wrong. They did lock them up. I'm fucking happy. Let's go. Execute them. Hang them. Shoot them. Inject them. Something. Get rid of them. Because they're definitely not good people. And everybody in this chat right now, right? Like anybody that's on, X, YouTube, Rumble, whatever, they wouldn't let me go on Facebook. I don't know why. Facebook doesn't like me. Facebook does like me, but it's the algorithms. But let's say they do lock everybody up, right? And we do get this accountability. I think the biggest thing that will have to be like taught in schools is all of the research that regular citizens did. Not, and I'm not talking about like, oh, well, this guy was running the investigation and this one, he prosecuted him and that's how they got it, not that. It's going to be about all the people that were out here researching every day that went down this rabbit hole. And we're talking people spent years on rabbit holes, man. You're in the rabbit hole, and 6 months later, you come back up out of the rabbit hole, and you're like, oh, there's a new one. You jump down that one. So what I mean is all the people that actually were out here, just regular citizens, we'll say citizens. Well, I'll say civilians. I hate saying citizens. Just regular civilians that work their ass off to find all this stuff. Like, we've got plenty of proof on pretty much everybody. But what they'll do is they'll dismiss it and say that's hearsay. You don't have straight proof. Operation Fast and the Furious, that's hearsay because it's never been tried in a court. Nobody's ever brought criminal charges against Obama and his administration for Operation Fast and the Furious, where they took our guns and then sold them to the cartel. Right now, that's the same thing that this administration is doing, because they sold those weapons over to Ukraine, and then Ukraine supplied them over to the cartel down in Mexico so that they could armor their vehicles out and shoot at the U.S. border. See where I'm going, right? See, no contradictions. No contradictions. You can't have contradictions. You got to just call it the way it is. So Fauci, yes. I stand behind this. Number one, we know what Fauci was doing with the beagles. Okay, that was evident, right? Didn't paperwork come out and say that he would take these ticks and mosquitoes and just little critters and take the beagle's head, put it in a cage, and then let these leeches and insects eat the beagle's heads? Like, that came out, and still no arrests. You see what I'm saying? And that's just little stuff. Now you're talking about a fucking bioweapon. Okay, where they inflated the numbers and told us that we had to get tested. Now it's coming out that they're saying that was just a straight up test on our IQs to see who was smart enough to not get and to say that I won't get that. But the other ones that did get it, they literally were lining up to get tested for the world's most deadliest virus. They had to take a test to see if they had it. Yeah, I'm serious. So, like, I need to see arrests, and I'm holding Kev, Mr. Sciatica, to that. He said we will see the accountability, and I hope we do, bro. If we don't see the accountability, but within the next 3 years, because I'm not hearing, oh, we got to wait. Now it's JD Vance's turn, and we got to go 4 more years, and nah, bro. That shit, I don't even want to hear 3 more years. Like, it should be ending Easter. Easter is when it should all be done. 10 days blackout. We got the 10 days blackout. We got the comms, happy hunting. I mean, I can go over all the shit that's out there that I've seen and that we've seen on the drops, right? So we're like, okay, we're getting there. We got the comms. President Trump was in the pixelated photo and holding up his cell phone, and it's Roger Stone. They literally just started going after the Flynn Network, but did not call them out by name. Bongina did. I don't know, man. I just think they're just like, they're just playing. It's just me, man. Oh, well, I hope everybody's been okay. I hope you've been getting through life and just trying to enjoy some of it that's here. I needed to spend more time with friends and family and loved ones. All right, my next stop's going to be going to see Kim, and that's pretty much what's on my mind. But for the good part of my life, I work my ass off. So I'm not a foreign agent. Nobody pays me. That's why I stopped going live. That's why I took a break, so they couldn't fucking point. There's no money coming in. I'm not getting paid to be out here. Yes, I put up fucking video after video after video because that's my algorithm. I've done that for the past 10 years. And certain videos wake people up and they ask questions. Certain videos people don't like. And they're like, fuck you, Skript. So, I mean, that's literally what it is. We've been fighting for 10 years, man. 10 years we've been fighting for this shit. So we want to see people get arrested. I want to. I mean, that's the biggest thing would be is if we don't see what we need to see, and if this doesn't happen, this accountability, just think of your children and your grandchildren. That's all I'm going to say. Because that's where it really comes down to. It's not going to be us. We'll be old and gray. it'll be our grandchildren and our children that are going to have to endure and either deal with a robot AI world with 100% surveillance, or it will be what? It will be a world that's beautiful and there isn't surveillance like that, and the children can fucking think for themselves. They don't have to be influenced by teachers that want to push DEI and CRT and all this crazy shit, communism and all this stuff down people's throats, you know? Well, I mean, that's where I'm at. It's all dragging out. Oh, babe, it sucks, babe, because like, you know, we sit here and every day we're like, you know, we're like, all right, somebody's gonna go to jail. And then we're like, nobody's going to fucking jail. Not one person. We need one fucking person to go to jail. And then I see, like, not for nothing, I see a lot of these big accounts. They're just going because they're making money off of this shit. They get paid to do fucking podcasting, guys. It doesn't matter who it is. They make some type of fucking money where they're doing the podcasting. And if they don't have something to talk about, what's up, everybody coming in? If they don't have something to talk about, whether it be Q, whether it be President Trump, whether it be George Soros, Nancy Pelosi, whatever it is, then guess what? They don't have a show. So, of course, they'll go out of their way to look at this and look at that. In my head, I'm looking at it like it's 10 fucking years, bro. I wasn't supposed to be here doing this long. We were supposed to have this wrapped up in 2020. People were supposed to be fucking locked up, and it was supposed to be shown to the people all over the world. Then they decided that they were going to steal the election. They still haven't come out and corrected that. So, you know, there's a lot of things that I can point out here, and they'll just say I'm a negative Nancy and I'm a doomer, but I'm not. I'm a realist. And anybody that's saying that you're dooming because you're asking questions, then they haven't been here for 10 years. Maybe they've been here for 2 years. Maybe they've been here for 1 year. Maybe they've been doing this for 3 years. But the ones that have been doing this shit for 10 plus years, we deserve accountability. Fuck that. I'll never change my stance on that. We deserve accountability. And we know, they know we fucking know. All right, let's get into some music. I'm not going to play the album yet. I'm going to play some of my show music. Probably should have fucking like remixed them and jumped on them, but I'll just rock out. You know I'm going to play No Arrest, right?
Pictures don't lie. No arrest.
Thank you,
No
babe.
arrest. No
Make
files
this come
came
back
out.
on.
No arrest. All these names. No arrest. Yeah. Files came out. No arrest. All these names. No arrest. Different year. Same result. System loud. Justice no. Files came out. No arrest. All these names. No arrest. Different year. Same result. System loud, justice no. They say just a photo, yeah, I heard that excuse. Funny how the camera always points at the suits. Faces blurred, women nameless, cropped from the frame. But the billionaire posture never changes his name. Estate cracked open, dust off the vault. Boxes of evidence, nobody's fault. 68 images, still no cuffs. They leak the truth but don't do enough. Quotes on skin from a book by the child. Ink it in black like it's fetish, not vile. Jet with a nickname, everybody knew. But the crime disappears when the passport's blue. Seattle office after charges already filed. Still doors open wide, still smiling profiles. Didn't know her, that line stays strong. Funny how ignorance lasts that long. Files came out, no arrest, all these names. No arrest, different year, same result. System loud, justice no. Files came out, no arrest, all these names. No arrest, different year, same result. System loud, justice no. Oversight, hearings, cameras, flash. Talking in circles, no impact, splash. 20,000 pages, drip fed slow. Truth rationed out, so outrage go cold. Text threads talking, price and routes. Scout for girls, fly them out. 18 on paper, vibe still foul. Global pipeline, nobody's held now. Left blame right, right blame left. Meanwhile, nobody's rights get checked. Both sides quiet when donors call. Red tie, blue tie, same damn wall. Marriage cracked from a handshake sin. Error never in judgment. Billionaire spin. Victims don't get press releases, just NDAs and quiet pieces. Not saying guilt, I'm saying look. At how many times they dodged the hook. If evidence stacked this high was you, you be locked before the evening news. Say it again, where the cuffs at? Say it again, where the trucks at? They got files for days, proof on deck. Still nobody booked, no arrest. Files came out, no arrest. All these names, no arrest. Different year, same result. System loud, justice no. Files came out, no arrest. All these names, no arrest. Different year, same result. System loud, justice no. Prison love letters, island blueprints. Cops shaking hands, coincidence. Private skies, no TSA. Tried it once without a billion to your name. Release dates teased like a season finale. Truth treated like a ratings rally. They say wait every time we ask. Justice delayed is justice smashed. History written with legal ink. If it can't be proved, they say don't think. But patterns talk louder than denials do. Same circle, same dinners, same few. I don't scream guilty, I scream why. Every road leads to a rich guy fly by. If this was us, we rot in the cell. But wealth builds distance from living hell. Say it with me. Files came out, all these names now were read. Different year, same result. System loud, justice no. Files came out, all these names now were read. Different year, same result. System loud, justice no.
I still like that. That's probably still one of my favorite songs, man. That song knocks, man. I played that in the car and I was like, damn, man, this shit's got some bass to it. All right. So what I did come back on though for is to get into the album. So I'll be playing some tracks and you know, most of the time while I'm playing the music, I'll just be scrolling through X because, you know, that's usually what I do anyway. I did want to come over here because I do have another song that I was working on, and I want to see if I can get it to play. This is it. This is something that I made though. I wasn't gonna put it out. Hold on.
Different channels, different stories. Same smoke.
How do I put it to? Oh, there we go.
Drones in the sky who supply that route. Weapons in the dark, nobody speaking out. Money cross borders, bodies pile up and dry out. Truth get buried when the headlines shout. Drones in the sky, yeah, the war got flipped. Street gangs on like a battleship. Who signed off? Who let that slip? Follow that trail, watch the story get clipped.
CJ, you moving militant. Structure too clean, ain't no backyard gang. It's a war machine. FPV drones dropping fire on the scene. Who trained that vision? Say what you mean. Narco tanks built like they straight from a base. 50 cal mounted, tear a block out of place. Periscope zoom, put fear in your face. RPG blast, leave nothing but space. Jammers kill signals, radios go dead. Landmines lay where civilians tread. Cam labs cook and turn air into dread. This ain't a rumor when the streets run.
Dark, nobody speaking out. Money cross borders, bodies pile up and drought. True get buried when the headlines shout.
Yeah. Ote Mesa bus, yeah, the numbers absurd. Millions in cash, bricks act like a word. Fentanyl waves got the whole map blurred. Ammo by the thousands, that's more than a herd. Headlines flash, but they gone in a week. Cycle outrage, then it's back to a sleep. Everybody talk, but nobody.
Did it pause? Uh-oh. They paused me. All right, so let me get out of there for a second. Let's just go to the fucking music. It's easier to do it this way. So I'm going to go back to X. I'm going to go to the top. We're going to go to the home. So right now, I'm not going to be talking too much. I'm going to just be playing the music, but I'll be in the chat with you guys. Guys, I will be in the chat with y'all. Yeah, he does some karaoke things and they play regular music. I can't do that because I get taken down when I play other people's music. I don't know why, but they take me down. But that's what happens. Anything that I play, like, YouTube will be like, nope, you can't do that. So we're gonna go back to the first tracks. This is gonna be way, way, way back. Draco slaying. We'll save Draco slaying. Hold on. Nope. Oh, let's do this one.
What up? What up? Skript keep.
This is 5 years old, this song.
Mike West. Critical thinking at its best. Once martial law really hits, that's it. No protest, no throwing them fits. It's a deep state blast. Democratic governors sit on their thrones and they fucking laugh. Republican states are all opened up. It's enough to make any American throw up. Once martial law really hits, that's it. No protest, no fits. Better grab your clips. Richard Nixon, George Bush, Bill Clinton. Same shit, no difference. Unless we talk about Kennedy or Lincoln. Truth and conspiracy, critical thinking got me debunking with proficiency. I got documents, facts that make it all legitimacy. One more way to intimidating me. We protest and we move like an army. QAnon, yeah, we bring the fucking pain. Mainstream media, we be reading up on the year of psyops. My third eye wide like it's fucking Cyclops. Pitchfork tried it. How can you see that racism lives right in Biden? I do my best thinking when I'm driving. Can't believe I'm watching all the looting and the fucking rioting. System crashing and there's no surviving. We need a revival, just a revival. Once martial law really hits, that's it. No protest, no throwing them fits. It's a deep state blast. Democratic governors sit on their thrones and they fucking laugh. Republican states are all opened up. It's enough to make any American throw up. Once martial law really hits, that's it. No protest, no fits. Better grab your clips. Original New Yorker, city slick talker, spread like a plague, no further delays. Crispy and fresh like a bag of Frito-Lays. Plugging, no rebooting, they got us distracted. False flags, mass shootings, presidential scandals, deals with China, and that dude Putin. It feels like that my life is really relooping. Consumed with the protests, vaccine, DNA manifest. Facebook live tracking, the code to the matrix. Portal vortex, attacks from alien spaceship. Voter fraud, heading right to the fucking Supreme Court. Georgia, Texas, beginning of the exodus. We established, no need to mention it. And everyone they faking. QAnon dropped the bomb for China, China all fucking God. Once martial law really hits, that's it. No protest, no throwing them fits. It's a deep state blast. Democratic governors sit on their thrones and they fucking laugh. Republican states are all opened up. It's enough to make any American throw up. Once martial law really hits, that's it. No protest, no fits. Better grab your clips.
With this much hatred, why? Our country's thriving, jobs are booming, prosperity is soaring, and the future has never looked brighter for the USA. And the young aide looked at me and he said, Mr. President, these liberal pundits, the haters, but they're so angry because you've upset their entire way of life. But I said, but let's get this straight. So the country's really doing well. And he looked at me and he said something that maybe is true. I find it hard to believe. He said, sir, they just don't care.
So look at this. MJ Ultra, as I'm going through this, it says, is this what she meant when she said, if this comes out, I'm dead? During her police interrogation, Israeli-American billionaire Miriam Adelson stated that Sarah Netanyahu would subtly hint that she wanted expensive luxury gifts such as high-end jewelry. Adelson said she rejected these hints because she believed providing such gifts would be illegal. I told her that I had a casino license and that I can't do anything that's illegal. That hint was eventually passed off to billionaire film producer Arnon Milchan, who said, I asked Bibi and Bibi approved it. He said it was legal. When Netanyahu was interrogated, he was asked if he knew about it or approved of it. No, I did not know. Maybe she did. When Sarah Netanyahu was interrogated, she was asked if she ever asked for a necklace. No, I did not ask. Sarah Netanyahu again went on to ask for a $42,000 bracelet, and Bibi demanded she return it because people would ask too many questions. Well, isn't that quite interesting? Huh? Seems everything's been going out, huh? Everything is just slowly coming out, man. I'm at that point where I'm like, yeah, Israel. Sure. That's what happens. Iraq, the skyscraper in Toronto, the first thought that comes to my mind is an Israeli false flag thing. Okay. All right. Let me go down here. Iran continues. Oh, did you see the Lego shit that they're doing to Trump? Oh, my God. All right. Hold on. We got to have a talk for 2 minutes before I go to the next song. I made that song up, Tony. So it's AI, bro. I wrote it, but it's AI. So I can release it as an actual song, but I would have to make the artist. Well, I can still release it as a song as a Script Keeper production, bro. So a lot of the songs you're gonna hear from me, I write, and that where I'm not rapping on it or singing or anything, that I put it through the AI and then I make a song and I put it out. So basically, whenever I saw something online, whether it was like the Griff Gananza or like No Arrest or the QAnon song or the Q song, Q and Us Anons, that all that shit I wrote, but the AI made it. Is that better? That's a better way of putting it. So anyways, back to this for a second. Hold on. No, it's USA. So look, Iran continues its Lego trolling of Trump, simultaneously incredible, terrifying, and accurate. So remember, this is Iran doing this, guys. I'm still fucking baffled that it's even making it to X. Like you would think, and this is just me, because that's showing you that they have true, I mean, even though I get throttled and shadow banned and all that shit over there, this is showing you this is free speech, but it's coming from a different country. You don't think that's weird? You don't find that suspicious? Hey, babe, do you find that suspicious? Because I find that suspicious. Thank you, Tony. So what I'm going to do is once I put the album out, because I am doing the CDs. So it's going to be 500 CDs that I'm doing. And everybody that asks for me to sign their CD, I'm going to be signing them for you and sending them out. So the first 100, I'll be pressing up myself. And I'll send it to you. But I'm just waiting for the CD covers to come in because I got to print them up. Yeah, everything is suspicious, right? But this is fucking, hold on. They're trolling the shit out of Trump right now. You got to remember, this is another fucking country that's doing this, guys. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, are they really trolling at this level? With your never mind. Hold on. Play another song. All right, can I make this bigger? I can. Why did it get like this? I don't have it set to this white background. This is fucking stupid. Anyways, all right, I'll play it. You saw how I jumped out. God.
Is this American news?
Victory! 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 Oh my God! Yo, Yo, they're fucking savage, guys. I don't care what anybody says, because you know Trump trolls. Trump trolls everybody, and they're trolling them back. That is fucking hilarious. Come on now, man. You don't think that's hilarious? Yo, fucking shit, man. You can't get away from this shit. Oh, CNN don't even know, man. Iran is making CNN look like idiots. That's hilarious. Oh, what's up, darling lady? Magamimi, what's up? I see you guys coming in. Ah, shit. Kev sent me a 3-minute and 30-second clip. Kev, you son of a bitch. No, it's all good, man. We rocking out. All right, hold on a second, though. Sorry. It was the Red Bull. It was the fucking Red Bull. I'm trying to find the other one. Oh, Dubai's on the verge of a national emergency due to a biblical flood. Oh my God. There's so much shit happening as I drop my phone. There's so much shit happening right now. Like, look over here. Look over there. Look over there. Look over here. All right. So Ryan Matter is moving to El Salvador. He's moving to El Salvador. All right. So I just want to hear a little bit more of this.
So everybody's been asking me, Ryan, why are you moving?
I know some people don't like Ryan or whatever. And there's a lot of people that do like Ryan. So like me, I listen to everything. I don't discriminate. The only thing I don't listen to anymore is slop. So slop would be like, we're not in reality. Like, okay, here, let me show you what slop is. Hold on one second. I'm just going to show you real quick. This is really slop. And this is no disrespect to the girl or whatever. I don't really know who the fuck she is, but this is slop. I'm going to read this to you real quick. And then we're going to go back to that. Okay. So right here, the blonde hippie chick with dreads is now claiming to be a channeler for the Galactic Federation. These are codes from Illyrian Queen, who is part of the Galactic Federation Council. She's been communicating with me for over 10 years now. I have always been so afraid to share this side of myself. It took a lot for me to record this, but have felt so affirmed by the amount of people who also believe and confirm everything I've been told. Okay. Hey.
Tengataratea Shandoaka no shoota to Atengatai Shate to Ketira shoot to take it under Katatai Shate to Truth
Galactic Federation.
No Galactic Federation. The Katatai should know what the dedication to do all kind of the day. They throw out that they get the dedication to the decorator. Yes, it doesn't throw Catarata to get the no Schwakate.
This sounds like. Oh my God. People are posting it. They're fucking posting it like this is the truth. All right, let me get back to Ryan. I thought he was too. Maybe he came back. I don't fucking know, man. Anyways, I'm going to play it real quick. I'm going to smoke my cigarette and I'll see you guys in the comments. Hold on one second.
Moving to El Salvador on Monday. We got freedom here in America. You guys don't have shit here in America. Check this out.
But that's why we're in America. We're free in America. You're not free in America. You're as free as a free-range chicken. You do not have freedom. It's illegal to go off-grid in many states. It's illegal to collect rainwater in many states. It's illegal to feed homeless people in many states. It's illegal to shoot a deer and give meat to your neighbor in many states. It's illegal to post certain things or talk about certain things. Don't tell me you're free. You're not free.
And you know, everything that man just stated in that video, none of that is illegal in El Salvador. And in El Salvador, I don't have to pay property taxes. So if I end up buying property and I buy it and I don't have to pay property tax on it, I pay a 13% sales tax one time. After that, I own the property for all of eternity. It's mine and the government's never going to take it from me. And then what else I have after that? I don't have to pay insurance on a car. So if I buy a car cash, let's just say for $5,000, you can actually buy a really decent car in El Salvador. So let's just say I buy a car for $5,000, I buy it cash. I don't have to put insurance on it. My water bill for the entire year I just paid, I paid a year in advance. It was $6 a month. It was $72 for the entire year for my water bill in El Salvador. And that's because I didn't put a well on my property. If I put a well on my property, it's free. I don't have to pay to collect rainwater. And if you think that that wasn't enough, check out this next clip.
Here's what I'm tired of. I am tired. The American people are the biggest slaves of any citizenship in the entire world. Let me tell you why. Because the American people are the only people that are told, go work super hard, go take a massive amount of your life, and we're going to take at least half your money, all right? And then when we take half your money, we're going to send it overseas, or we're going to mismanage it, or we're going to steal it, or we're going to funnel it back into our political contributions, or we're going to send it over here for quote-unquote aid, okay? Where's our motherfucking aid? Where's our aid from Kuwait or any of these other rich countries to fix our homeless problem? Do you ever notice that none of the other citizens on the planet work so that we can have a better here in America?
Very good point. When I live in El Salvador and I'm paying the small amount I have to actually pay in taxes to that government, I'm happy to pay it because I know that that government wakes up with every day with one mission. How do we make life better for the citizens? And it's the most bizarre feeling, all the way from the president, all the way down to the local Secretary of State level. Bukele has put in a checks and balances where you have the local government and then the federal government checks the local government. So let's just say you have an application to develop land. That local level is the one who approves or denies it. If they deny it, then it gets kicked back up to the higher levels, and then they have to justify why they denied it. Or if it takes over the 2-week time period and they don't finish it, yes or no, in the 2-week period, it gets kicked up to the upper level, and they have to verify it. Two completely different organizations where there's a checks and balances there. So it makes it very hard for them to exploit, for corruption to thrive in these type of environments. Bukele's created ways and structures to basically eradicate corruption from every level of the government, all the way down to the local Secretary of State level, and it's fucking amazing.
It's always the other way around. Why the fuck are we, the citizens of the United States of America, financing the well-being of every other?
I'm going to El Salvador right now.
Okay? Until people wake up to that and say no more, shit's gonna continue. This land of the free. That's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke, dude. Land of the free, land of the worker bees is what we are. We work.
Yeah, we are worker bees, man.
Work. Government takes more than half of our money, and you say, oh, well, they don't take half of mine. They only take half of the rich people's money. Oh, really? What do you pay when you buy shit? What do you pay when you own shit?
Oh, I'm not moving to El Salvador. I'd rather fucking stay here for the end of the fight and live it out. And if I gotta fucking like go off grid, then I guess I'll have to go off grid. But like, it's different in other countries, man. It really is. And like, we don't see it. You know what I mean? As far as over here, because we're hit with straight propaganda 24/7, man.
What do you pay on your personal property? What do you pay when you put gas in your car? Okay? And if you add all those things up that you pay, they're taking 50% of your money too. And they're telling you to work. The American dream. And then we'll take half your shit and we send it to other countries. We are the world's ATM. The people of America are the world's ATM. It needs to end. People need to say no more. They need to get smart about taxes. Do you ever question why you weren't taught personal finance, balancing your checkbook, or taxes when you were in high school? Why isn't that part of the public education?
Yeah, well, that's not part of the education, is because they don't want smart enough people. They want you just to be smart enough that you can push a button, that you can get in your car and go to work every day.
Why are they teaching instead gender ideology and all this fucking bullshit? Because they want you to be financially ignorant so that you will go through your life not realizing how much they're actually oppressing you and how much they're actually stealing from you. And then they're going to tell you this is freedom.
It's the greatest wealth transfer. Well, the greatest transfer of wealth happened 2020. You can look it up. It was the greatest transfer of wealth ever.
No, the fuck it isn't. It's not even close. So that's what I'm tired of.
Facts, Kev. The American dream where you have to actually be asleep to believe it.
I'm tired of us being financially oppressed by our own government in the name of being quote unquote good people to all these other people that want to kill us.
Me and Total is virtuous.
Yeah, a lot of people do want to kill us. They don't like our way of living. I'm going to get into more music. Let's go. So first one I played was Martial Law. That was Martial Law. This is all for the new album. So there's two versions. So the ice raids, I have 2 versions of it. We can actually go over here because I did release some of it. I'm going to play the old one. So hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on. If you're sending any messages, hold on a second. Well, continue doing your thing. No, that's not it. That's fucking Amazon. Fucking Amazon. What a bunch of shit. All right. So you guys know when you just put in Script Keeper, you go right to my page. All right. So this was, let's see, where is it? We have to go down. What the fuck? Go to my page, fuckers. Oh, there we go. Okay, look at this. We're almost there, guys. We can almost get to the tracks. Now, where's the rest of the tracks, though? Why are they not showing all my releases? What's up with that? Ice Lies is not even on here. Show all, fuckers. There we go. Let's go down. So there's a few songs that I put on here that are like not mine, new AI. I just put them up. So this is the first version and the one that I've been playing the most.
They say it's left verse right, red verse blue.
So
they say it's left verse right, red verse blue.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a different version. Let me see if it's here. Hold on.
They say.
Hold on.
They say it's left verse right, red verse blue, but from down here it's all the same view. Sirens, cameras, promises past, democracy and smoke, our constitution on blast. Rodney got beat, the city went black. They lit up the night, no justice, just facts. Now it's Gavin Newsom playing savior on the stage, preaching about equality while crime fills the page. Karen Bass says heal, Maxine yells fight, but Skid Row's growing and needles flood nights. You tax the workers, then fund the unrest, while mom and pop shops, they die under duress. They march in the name of change on demand, while defunding the police leaves blood in the sand. They post for the press, blame the right for the mess, but it's the leftist decay in a silk Gucci dress.
Ashes on the boulevard, smoke in the air. Democracy's dancing, but nobody cares. Locked up, boxed out, blamed and shamed. Different leaders, but the game's the same. From Watts to MacArthur, the story repeats. Tears fall heavy on concrete beats. From South Central's pain to the Capitol steps, we march in circles while power resets. Ice raids happen in the dark of dawn, while Democrats tweet with their protest on. Say we stand with you, then fund the bill. Talk that justice talk while they cash that deal. The gangs don't trust no red or blue. They learn real young what politics do. Community dies while agendas grow, and they cut ribbons on streets they'll never know. Maxine says rise up, Gavin says hope, but hope don't live here. It choked on the smoke. Karen Bass with a mic, but what's her plan? Cause broken homes don't fit into C-SPAN.
They scream democracy, popcorn theaters in flames. Do they honor the people or just play the game? They forget the Constitution when it's put to the test, while the streets stay hungry and the people stay pressed.
Ashes on the boulevard, dreams in chalk. They talk change, we just walk the walk. Locked down, gunned down, priced in police, while power debates and designer seats. From Florence to Inglewood, truth got clipped in the land of the free, where the script's been flipped. Red, blue, it's a power disguise. We're just pawns in the televised lies. So lighting on the candle on the steps of hope, for the names they forget and the ones who spoke. And when the sky turns dark and the cameras leave, will they remember the pain or just what we believe? Ashes on the boulevard, dreams in chalk. They talk change.
Oh man! So that was the original, and then Stress did the remix, which you can go over to Spotify and hear. We're gonna play that in a little bit. I do want to get to 2 other tracks, right? So let me see if I can get this to play. Hold on. Okay, so that's already on here. So we can go over here. We'll go to Spotify. We're gonna come back. All right. Dang, man, there's a lot of tracks. I didn't realize how many tracks I did release. I did release a lot. Well, let's play Rabbit Hole. This is probably one of my favorites right here. Another one produced by Stress with me and Slippers. Man, oh man. Yeah, Tiger Woods was in a car crash bad.
Trace program. It's designed.
I'll bring it up now.
Carrier signals so I can pinpoint your location.
What does that mean? It means buckle your seatbelt. It's Kansas. It's going bye-bye.
Slip this. My brother Skript keep. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes up researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole, it goes deep. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes up researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole, it goes deep. First off, God's children ain't for sale. That's a crime that deserves no bail. Straight to hell, fuck the bullshit. Show us the list. We don't trust the government, we know what time it is. Took 30 years to admit they took out Kennedy. COVID happened, they were quick with the remedy. 9/11, a government's an enemy. Right now they're flying on how to dead me. Plane crash, car crash, or an OD. Maybe a suicide like they did Isaac Nappy. I don't trust the elite. Reptilian vampires see the sacrifice in the woods, the hour by the fire. I trust the Simpsons before I ever trust the news. They lie about each other, so of course they lie to you. They admit that they lie, you still think they tell the truth. How to save free the slaves, they hide Will's proof. The whole tree no good with poison in the root. The whole tree's no good with poison in the root. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes up researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole, it goes deep. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes up researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole, it goes deep.
Scroll, static in the scroll zone, panic mode, mind in the matrix, that I got my soul cloned. Truth in disguise, whole system like a black op. Faith got jacked, profits painted for the backdrop. Feed loop and fear, algorithm on repeat. Morals in the mirror, looking forward when I speak. Fighting off shadows that mimic how I think. I'm punching through reflections, I'm bleeding through the ink. Overload circuits, fry hopes on credit. Truth got repo, they're facts synthetic. Peel the layers back, smell the wires when they smoke. Heartbeat static, every breath spit gun stroke. Click one link and the system's attacking. Half red pill, half assassin, eyes gone cold, pressure keep me grounded. Thought I saw truth, but the vision turned malice. Now I'm falling through the darkened rabbit hole, snatching dead rabbits. Tea spilled, shattered side by side, Mad Hatters, Wonderland savage.
They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes up researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole, it goes deep. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes up researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole, it goes deep. Who really goes up researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole, it goes deep. Prepare to go down the rabbit hole, it goes deep.
They all look drunk. I think that's my favorite right now. Everybody's gonna be like, wait, what Skript? Yeah, that's like my favorite. West Palm Beach. So you guys think West Palm Beach is leading up to it? I think it's really interesting that well, here, go to the video. Hold on. Let me go back over here because I want to go to the do laser weapons and all that shit. I want to get into that. But like I said, it was really a listening party tonight. So I'm doing like part news and then playing my music. He looks like he got dry contacts. Nah, you can tell when these people drink. I can smell that shit a mile away. That's just me though. But you know, maybe that is the case, but I don't know. I think a lot when you get to that level with that much money, there are two things that excite you. Either making more money or getting into trouble with certain shit. That's pretty much it. Because the real ones, they don't dress like that. Like they don't care about the ones that are just making money. They don't care about being fancy. They'll come out in fucking ripped jeans, a sweatshirt. You won't even know that they're fucking billionaires. The ones that are like flashy and all that shit, they usually drink, do drugs, younger age women and so forth. You know, I mean, we literally got to deal with the Galactic Federation and this girl talking about I couldn't resist. Hold on.
Okay, I didn't expect that video to blow up. It's amazing. Thanks, y'all. So here's your bun news. How you doing? So everybody wanted the whole story of how I found out that
Party famous
twin. So basically, somebody said his last name and put his Facebook profile, and then I saw the university. So then I just searched his name and the university. There pops up a picture with his twin saying that there's 8 sets of twins in the class, and then he's with this judge. So then I look into the patch, I look into the judge.
So Palm Beach Pete has a twin. Sorry, that was the one. So he has a twin now. I think it's fucking Epstein. He took a picture where Epstein fucking literally lived.
Okay, I didn't expect that video to blow up. It's amazing. Thanks, y'all. So here's your bun news. How you doing? So everybody wanted the whole story of how I found out that Pete was a twin. So basically, somebody said his last name and put his Facebook profile, and then I saw the university. So then I just searched his name and the university. There pops up a picture with his twin saying that there's 8 sets of twins in the class, and then he's with this judge. So then I look into the patch, I look into...
Oh, Diana went really far back. She said, who? Andrew Jackson? It does look like him, right?
To the judge, everything in that photo I started looking into, and that's it. That's all you gotta do.
What up,
look into
MK?
everything. So then what I did was I put Epstein's half face up against the twins' face, and it was even more similar, in my opinion, than Pete's face. Okay, I didn't expect that video to blow.
I mean, I guess a lot of people are just like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, me personally, what I think they're just fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're literally fucking with us. They just don't care. This was crazy. So this homeowner calls ICE after the roof is finished. I think the roof was finished. I'm assuming he paid for the job and then called them, or he didn't finish paying them. This guy literally called ICE, and they're like, white people are fucking lazy. None of them are going to fucking actually get up here and do the fucking work. And he's like, I know. What the fuck you call ICE for then? Like, he probably just didn't want to pay for that $10,000 roof, man. Come on now. Don't get me stunned, and then don't get started on that. Another one. Okay, here we got more.
For all you Palm Beach Pete Epstein conspiracy theorists, I got you this. This is the judge that's standing between Pete and his twin. 2023. For all you Palm Beach Pete Epstein.
Now, how crazy is that? They're all friends. So this guy he's either fucking Epstein, but I just think he's a liberal because he went right to TMZ. He was like cool with fucking TMZ. He was interviewed by TMZ. TMZ's fucking running, fucking psyop over there. They're going to be like, we're going to put this out here. Oh, great one you sent to me, Remington. This video was great. He broke it down, and like, we literally have the illusion of a two-party system. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. It's an illusion that we have freedom. Let me see. Where is it? Trojan horse. This was pretty good. This was a good debate.
The stereotypical
this was a really good debate. Did you guys see this?
Americans defend Israel.
Yeah,
You're
because
probably
we're against Islamic terrorism. We defend Israel.
Who's we?
Americans are against Islamic terrorism.
I'm an American, and I'm not against Islamic terrorism because that simply does not exist.
Okay, if I pull up the GTI, the Global Terrorism Index, which is an independent database, it has the top 10 terrorist groups in the world, and they're all Islamic, and the top 10 biggest terror attacks.
Who created that statistic? Where are you going to get the statistic from?
It's independent.
Okay, here's the thing.
Boko Haram.
Yes, I did say earlier.
Here, I'll pull it up for you. Ready? GTI 2026, and you can look it up too. You're going to
if it's an American source, it's definitely false. America lies about a lot of things. Trump. You know the orange pedophile?
But Hamas doesn't lie, right? Dude, your prophet's a pedophile. He married a 6-year-old. Don't play that game.
Oh, my prophet's a pedophile? First of all, he's not. Second of all,
how old was Aisha?
Isaiah dated Rebecca. Isaiah dated Rebecca.
Rebecca wasn't 3.
Isaac.
Rebecca wasn't 3. We can go over this.
Isaac was like 24, 22, and then Rebecca was 16.
24 and 16? That's the same thing as 54 and 6?
Well, you're saying that my prophet's a pedophile.
24 and 16.
If you want to bring up pedophilia,
24 and 16 is legal in America today. Isaac wasn't a pedophile.
Do you really think?
Are you gonna let me talk? You're getting emotional. You think it's okay for a 54-year-old to marry a 6-year-old?
First of all, I'm not getting emotional. I'm not sensitive.
Okay. You think it's okay for a 54-year-old to marry a 6-year-old? Muhammad? Your earliest sources, your Islamic scholars, say he was 54. Aisha narrates in the hadith that she was 6.
Do you really think that every Muslim is going to live life exactly like how the Prophet did it?
Why?
Obviously
He's the most perfect man.
Obviously not. Because let me finish.
Is he time bound?
Obviously not. Obviously, let me finish.
All right, the floor is yours.
So the Prophet was alive in the year 500, somewhere around there.
Yeah, this doesn't matter because he's supposed to set them. He's supposed to.
Let me finish. You're not even let me finish.
I already know what you're gonna say. Oh, it was normal back then.
No,
it wasn't.
you're not. A lot of things back then were normal, but nowadays they're not normal.
Okay.
Pedophilia.
I already said this.
Let me talk. I already
addressed this.
Was normal.
So it was pedophilia back then.
Okay, but back then it was normal. Times have changed.
Okay, so because it was okay.
Do you really think that you're going to go on the cross and sacrifice your life for our sins, just like how Jesus did? No, because he was alive a long time ago.
I don't think that a human sacrifice for the atonement of sin.
That's what Christians believe. I'm talking in Christian terminology.
Okay, so you don't like whenever I cut you off, but you like to cut me off. Okay, but is Muhammad the most perfect man of all time?
So you are going off of
Is Muhammad the most perfect man of all time? Muhammad is considered to be the most perfect man of all time,
okay,
not bound by his time.
Okay, so if you want to bring up, if you want to bring up Muhammad,
yeah, you want to compare Jesus' life to Muhammad's and see who was a better person?
Yes, I believe
you don't want to compare Jesus to Muhammad because you know Jesus was a better person. Why?
That's not true. That's not true.
Well, I just be honest. They picked the wrong person to have that debate with this guy because he was very calm and he was just like shutting this shit down. But even still, more division. The White House. So I caught this and everybody didn't see this. And then everybody tried to tell me that this was the revolutionary flag. And I'm no, it's not. And then they tried to tell me that's the regular American flag, but there is no what on it? No gold fringe. So no maritime. That's what that is. And I tried to go over this, and I know somebody was in my fucking comments. Hold on. No disrespect to Crystal or whatever. She said, Akam, that flag is the civil flag, represents sovereignty. That is not the civil flag. Either you're not looking quick enough and you're not catching it. I don't know, but that is not the flag. Hold on. It's right here. We're going to go back. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it back here. Okay. That is not the civil flag. That flag does not represent sovereignty. Okay. This is the problem with people that like, and they spit things out. That's cool. You can spit without whatever you want. It's the fucking internet. Do what you want. I literally had to put the flag in here. These are not the same fucking flags. Okay. The one thing about it though is that there is no gold fringe on it. So a lot of people believe that this is the EBS system and the emergency broadcast system, and that's what they're doing. Now, President Trump did the text and so forth. And yeah, that's where we're going. I am still on this.
Yo, I'm fed up with all the lies and the gaslighting tactics, the backroom deals and the masks on the master. Power getting passed like bread to the bankers. Why do people get played like pawns with the anger? Shadow figures pulling every string in the sector. Contract killers in the suits, they investors. Whole damn system got a virus, it's infected. See the truth get rejected unless it comes politically corrected. They flip stats just like acrobats, rapid facts. Twist like a serpent's back, hazard tracks. Fear broadcast on the screen as an artifact. But the numbers never match up with the aftermath. You tell us all stay silent, nah, we gon' amplify, expose every lie with a battle cry.
We the people will not comply. We see through every single lie. Accountability say it loud. No more secrets hiding in the crowd. You can't save a land built on liberty. Why corruption moves with immunity. Stand up, rise up, don't bow or bend. A nation only heals when the lies all end. We the people will not comply.
Truth ignites and the flames get high. Politicians moving stock like crypto shark. Whole market manipulated when the info's dark. They front for the cameras with a grin so large. And they dip with the profits when the wind shift hard. Big corp treat lives like a spreadsheet task. If the test don't pass, stamp approved on the flash. If the risk too big, they bury the stat and dismiss any whistle with a check and a fax. 3-letter suits make the laws look crooked. Call parents threats cause they stood where they shouldn't. But we saw the whole play from the angle they hit it. A script full of villains villains with the heroes omitted. Undercover ops in the crowds with the genders. Chaos engineered like a stage they render. Narrative flips with the news they pretend ya. Didn't see the puppeteers pulling strings off camera.
The people will not comply. We see through every single lie. Accountability, say it loud. No more secrets hiding in the crowd. You can't save a land built on liberty while corruption moves with immunity. Stand up, rise up, don't bow or bend. A nation only heals when the lies all end. We the people will not comply.
Truth ignites and the flames get high. Boots on the ground, I was out in the grit. Storm on my chest and a flame that I lit. Didn't back down, not once, not a bit. Cause medical freedom ain't a slogan to spit. They try to villainize the movement, twist and spin. Truth never bends, only frauds give in. I stood with the people when the storm blew in. Cause you don't fear waves when you know how to swim. I'm the voice they couldn't silence with a label of threat. The pen they can't censor, the one they regret. Scripts on deck, every step I was said. And I shout the message till the sun won't set. It's all talk unless we get a rest. Accountability.
We the people will not comply. We see through every single lie. Accountability screaming loud. This is how we shake the ground. We the people will stand and rise. No more fear and no more lies. Truth erupts like fire in the sky. We the people will not comply.
That song is fucking bangers. All right, so it says they have built bunkers for when the grid goes down, apparently. So what about everyone else?
Some of these bunkers are bigger than the houses that you and I grew up in, but you've got a bunker, and that it doesn't surprise me to hear that. What kind of bunker are you building out there?
A very simple bunker, Brian. I thank Griff for the shout out. I don't have billions of dollars to build a bunker. Like most people, not a lot of disposable income with lots of kids. So you do what you can. The house we bought came with like a cellar bunker, tornado shelter type thing. So we're trying to modify it to be prepared.
I just saw it, Kev.
All I'm really trying to be prepared for, Brian, is a grid down situation. I don't know if the zombie apocalypse is coming. I don't know if war is coming. I don't know. All I know is
Why do you see? This is when he was on there, and he wasn't even in the position he was in.
that when the power goes out, whether you're in Tennessee or New York
Isn't
City,
that funny?
life changes. Within 48 hours, the whole world's different. Within 96 hours, we can't even predict what the world would look like, what our society would look like.
Babe, we need a bunker, babe. We need a bunker.
Where are you going to get power? How are you going to get it off the island of Manhattan if you want to get off? Or how are you going to go get
Babe, we need a fucking bunker.
to your family and friends? Do you have gasoline? Like, to me, it's more just a mindset of having the essentials for 5, 6, 7 days. And then if the grid's really down,
Totally different person right now. Does anybody think that the one that we're seeing now is a 2.0?
It's funny, growing up, my grandparents had a bomb shelter, and it was really fun to play in it. I never knew that it would be like a serious thing that we'd actually be talking about.
That's them telling you without telling you. Are you not somewhat alarmed or like, oh shit? And y'all know that this was the top trending movie, Leave the World Behind. And I told y'all the vibrations and everything that's been off and weird lately, bro.
This is crazy. Yeah, that shit, that don't even sound like him now, right? Let me see. I know, but babe, I would almost rather just go to God versus being stuck underground for who knows how long. Well, what if that is the plan, though? What if that was God's plan? Like we had to go fucking sit in a bunker somewhere. I don't know, man. I mean, I would rather go to heaven. What if we have to continue to be here for this fight? What if we got to like stay here for the fucking fight? That's what I was thinking about. Like we're going to be here with the fight like versus Satan, God's elect versus Satan. I do have this. Let's just go to one of the comments because Kev should come up first. There it is. So Kev's with the Trump phone. Let's listen to the
It's 11:59 on Radio Free America. This is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I've got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, American. Another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the line, this is your song.
John has
has a long mustache. John has a long mustache.
Jean a de longues moustaches. Je répète, Jean a de longues moustaches. Sabine a les oreillons et la jaunie. Je répète.
Let's go.
Sabine a les oreillons et la jaunie.
Jean a de longues moustaches.
Je répète.
Chair
Is that why Melania was next to Macron's wife?
is against the wall. The chair
Is that why they had the robot? They're going to liberate them with the robot.
is against the wall.
Wait, are they going to liberate France and Macron with a robot? I think somebody hacked them, and this is a cover-up. Slop. Everybody like, no script, stop script, slop. We better get accountability. That is Jay-Z's song right there. Why are they playing the original with Jay-Z? Is Macron going to come out and do cocaine?
There's been a...
Are they going to do cocaine together? Hold on a second. I think I have something. Hold on. I might have one little thing here. I was just wondering if are they still suing Candace Owens? No, I will not download no slop. Why would I download that when your phone has a presidential text already set up in it? Why do we need to download the slop from the White House part there? Do you want them inside of your phone? We need that. Slop. I cut it out, Skript. What do you mean? All right, listen. I believe y'all win. Only when Macron and all of them will go to jail for sniffing cocaine. Hold on, I got it for you guys. It's coming. I just gotta find that song. I don't know where I put the fucking song. I know it's over here somewhere. Is it here? Fuck It All? Oh, the Fuck It All would be great. Fuck It All. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find the damn song. I know it was in here because I fucking uploaded it. Sons of bitches must have taken it out of my shit. They did, didn't they? They took it out. It is out now. There's nothing I can do about it. I guess I must keep calm. Why? Why must I keep calm? Because you said keep calm, asshole. I'm looking for the fucking cocaine song. That shit was funny as hell. That cocaine song is funny as hell, bro. I got everybody sniffing cocaine and he got caught with the bags of coke. Come on now. These are our world leaders. They're so wonderful. I cannot believe how wonderful they are. I guess it's not on here. I do have this one. Let me see if I can find the other one. Wait, where is it? This one?
Sitting there tweeting, bing, bing, bing.
Oh, no, that was bing, bong, bing, 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 bing.
Emotional damage. I will send you to Jesus. Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
We can now project the winner of the presidential race.
Well, that's not it. We're almost there, but we're going to play this one, and I shall be back in about 3 minutes, everybody. 3 minutes.
From here on out, you've been listening to your leaders tell you that there's a great move toward democracy in the world. You witnessed the parting of the Iron Curtain, the fall of the Berlin Wall, the fracturing of the Soviet Union, and this is all supposedly toward a new worldwide democracy. Democracy is a code word for socialism, and that's why our forefathers established a republic.
Silent weapons face quiet wars. Detox the metals right through your pores. Deceptive legislation passed on checkerboards. Blame Freemason and the Babylon whore. Me, I'm a skeptic, decoder, researcher. Poison injected, new world order. They got slick this time, ran with a grip on a grip like dirty swine. Good old scripts fit that shit, intelligent mind. Blood clots found in your spine. Space Force removing time. CERN erasing your mind. Scrubbing the thoughts like AI online. Stay on the mission like we're back on the grind. No racial issues cause I'm colorblind. They want us all dead just like Columbine. What's the new agenda? Spew that hate. Canadian fires are burning ammonium nitrate. Is it man-made or is it fate? You decide, don't get left behind. Silent weapons for these quiet wars. Silent weapons for these quiet wars. The news and media, they all fake. Infiltration, switch and bait. Silent weapons for these quiet wars. Silent weapons for these quiet wars. An illusion it will be so large, so vast. Freedom's a thing of the past. They blanket us with poison sprayed from aircraft. While we're all distracted, the politicians laugh. It's never too late to see. If I'm awake, then you too could be. Watch what you drink and eat. Conditioning with masks, don't forget to breathe. Throw out your TV so you can see clearly. It's the bread and circus, they want silent workers. Quiet mergers, them cattle herders. Speaking out loud, then there's violent murders. Protests and riots, I'm sure God heard us. But these elites, they really want to hurt us. Everyone's indoctrinated, even this movement, it got infiltrated. I'm online debating, went from teaching and speaking to now the most hated. Is it man-made or is it fate? You decide, don't get left behind. Silent weapons for these quiet wars. Silent weapons for these quiet wars. The news and media, they all fake. Infiltration, switch and bait. Silent weapons for these quiet wars. Silent weapons for these quiet wars.
Just his signature's going on it. I don't know if it's still gonna be. Thank you, babe. I don't know if it's still gonna be the regular track, like the regular track, the regular hundreds. From what I was hearing, it's still gonna be the same hundreds, and he'll have his signature on it. But then again, that doesn't make sense. It should be U.S. Treasury instead of the Federal Reserve. But if it still says Federal Reserve, guys, I'm gonna come in here now. You might not like this. Think I stop it, Skript? If it still says U.S. Federal Reserve on it, what do we say then? What do we do then? Because I'll be confused. U.S. Treasury sounds great. U.S. Treasury backed by gold and silver. I don't know. If I see that, I'm going to be like, what the flying fuck? Hold on, we got another song. We got another song. What do you mean, Skrippy? We got another fucking song. I was trying to find the other shit that's in here. There is a lot of tracks on this. A lot of tracks on this. A lot of great music, Skrippy Dippy. We can still go to my page. I think I have the original. Do I have the original? Trump bucks from Dildo. The Trump bucks with speaking of dildo. Speaking of dildo, aka Phildo. It just froze like a motherfucker. It froze like a motherfucker. This also will be on the
Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
Phil G, he had a fool like Echo Foxtrot Echo. When I listened closely, all I heard was Lego, my ego, and he's a fucking pedo. And I'ma bring this receipt to life like my name was Geppetto. He's grifting and he's scamming, granny's damn pensions, Phildo faggots. He stays on Telegram bragging, threatens to sue anyone that bashed him. Then he tries to troll, but Scranton Times, they already trashed him. Y'all got their nerve to back him, research you're lacking. False dates, false hopes, he's minor attracted. And this storm has always been brewing. And what you did to Bree, son, we would call that grooming. Admit it, dog, you stole her innocence. Then you switched up and bitched up, got a men's card and pitched what? Darkness the light with that fake love. We ain't fucking buying it. Why you lying, kid?
Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner
said it and I meant it. Check the remnants, I reckon it. You know I'm riding. This guy's just like Hunter Biden. Now go to where he grew up, the rise and fall of Phil. He's a deep state shill, spitting false claims, screaming on the live and Q. And always lying about his rumble views. Frontin' all his cheated wealth, had his couple's ruse. Even got catfished by a dude sending out news. While he's on his honeymoon, he pumps fear till his followers are stuck, selling false hope and the fake Trump bucks. This guy's a cuck. Skript's holding on my hammer. Phil G's running around with that stolen valor. What's next? You're a time traveler. You touched the firmament. I bet you got a flux capacitor. He claims that he controls the fucking 5 over Trump, Flynn, and Scavino. Damn, stop with the lies.
For a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
Phil Godlewski is my friend from Scranton. Oh, I didn't even know he knew Hunter Biden. But remember when he was like, he was telling everybody that he squats when he pees? No, remember when he said Chris Christie was going to be the next president? I remember that. Golden Age coming. 10 Years is a dope track too. I like Golden Age though. This has a double meaning to it. It does.
Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher, turn pain into gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold. Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher, turn pain into gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold. Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher.
Oh, reptilians.
Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold.
See the grin on his face, that's a mask for the pain. Wear a suit for the war, but he's lost in the game. Shakes hands with a smile, got a cross and a chain. But he profits off of blood when it falls like rain. Penthouse views while the block stay broke. Sell hope to the crowd like it's all one joke. They push pills in the dark with a bishop's robe. Then preach clean living from a script that they wrote. The devil lies.
Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher, turn pain into gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold. Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher, turn pain to gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold.
Yeah, they talk like leaders, but they walk on necks. They got gold on their wrists and the world in debt. They say trust that plan while the stage gets set. Then they bury the proof on a private jet.
Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher, turn pain to gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold. Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher, turn pain to gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold.
Media praise while them bodies get stacked and the truth gets spun like a DJ with his tracks. You can follow the light, but the wires are tapped. Every halo they show got a demon attached. I done seen too much for me to play that part. When they smile for the camera, they'll stick a blade in your heart. Call it peace on earth while they breaking it apart. And they claim it's all love, but they fake for the art.
Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher, turn pain into gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold. Golden age coming, we ready to ride. But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the cipher, turn pain into gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold.
You know, you gotta stay positive out there.
Gotta stay positive,
you know, it comes a point where you gotta call this shit out.
I still think that's a dope track. The music really is good. Like I think I've put in enough into it, you know. But we are doing CDs. I'm just trying to find the track listing because I wanted to show everybody, and I know I posted it in here, but I don't know where the fuck I put it. You know, sometimes there's like a million things that I put in the Telegram, and I got to like try and find certain shit, and it's like it's ridiculous because there's 12,000 pictures in here, 12,000 photos. I need to hook my phone to my car for that. Thank you, babe. So there's a way to do it that you don't need to plug your phone into the car. It's that Android Auto, but the Android Auto actually works off of your phone, you know, and you don't have to worry about plugging. When you plug your phone into the car, right, and you go through the USB, what happens is all your data goes right in. When you do Bluetooth, you're not given all of it, you know. Oh, the remix at the end. Yeah, that was basically I just put like the reverb on the end. It was kind of the like ad libs. That's what they call it. It's ad libs. She's like, I don't have Android. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Apple CarPlay, babe. Apple CarPlay. It works the same way as Android Auto. Android Auto does the Apple CarPlay. Just that's how you do it. But if you like have an iPhone, then you never go to the Android Auto part. You just go to the Apple CarPlay. Yes, I could get that out. I got it out. Let me see. Ella with the new album. Oh, don't worry, it's coming, man. We're gonna. So April, I'm gonna have it out. It'll definitely be out. Yeah, Bluetooth. You got to do Bluetooth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. How come I can't find this fucking thing, dude? This is like crazy. I see all my logos. I know the album cover's in here because I sent it in here. It's probably in my phone, but I'm not going to go to my phone. I'll find it. Oh, here we go. Let me come here for a second. We got to come over here and share the different window. Boom, stop. Then we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go in here like this. Okay. All right. So Psyop Slayer. This was supposed to be the album cover, but I wasn't going to do that. I kind of didn't want to put my face on it, but now I think I have to. I might as well. I'm going to put the album out. I'll just take a better picture and then mix it in. Oh, Lord. Keep going. Keep going, Scrippy Dippy. Keep going. So much drama, so much drama, so much drama. I can't believe I can't find this shit. This was the original, and then this was the this is the AI version. Oh, there's the front cover. So this was the cover. This is what I was gonna do for the cover. Psyop slaying. You know what I'm saying? Psyop slaying, Scrippy Dippy. What you mean, Scrippy? Psyop slaying, dog. But why? Because it's Psyop slaying, dog. Hold on. I'll find it. There's so much shit in here. This is like when somebody says, oh, yo, I got receipts. Every screenshot I've ever taken with my phones got uploaded in Telegram. Well, almost all of them. This shit is crazy. Hold on. Did you ever see the Freemason fucking posts with the girl? Type 17 if y'all want to see this shit, because this shit is crazy. Wait, I need to hook up my phone to my car for that. Babe, I'll teach you how to do it where you're not plugging your shit in. Type 17 because they got y'all frozen over there right now. Can't see nothing in the comments. I don't know why. Anyways, well, I guess we'll start right here. Okay. Yeah, I've shown it before. Okay. The aspect of my oversoul. I was part of her society back in Germany before World War II. A vril medium. I consider her family. In my first regression, I saw a big wall, and in capital letters, there it was, her name. After that, a series of synchronicities that got me to recover all that information about my past as one of them. As a vril medium, also leader of the society. I'm really glad they made the Children's Aid Society. Boom, 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 boom. How many people remember that? I'm really glad they made. So this is So she started putting all this up, and I started watching it, and I was like, wait a minute, are these AI pictures? You got to remember, this is 2019. Okay. So regular chick, and I'm like, wait, what is she doing? And then it started coming. Like, you know, all this shit was like weird. It just showed up on my timeline. And I'm like, okay, this fucking chick is weird. She's like into the vril, the medium shit, channeling and all that, right? I stopped saying anything because it's just me saying anything. Okay, look, Donald Marshall. Here's the shit. Now, a lot of people might remember Donald Marshall, and they may go back to the Clones. So I have a song called Clones. Oh, yeah, I do have a song called Clones. I can't play it tonight, but it will be on the second album, which is called Selective Outrage. That will be the second EP. Okay. Donald Marshall, I've seen some of those scenarios. They clone someone, activate them at the cloning center, introduce a blonde and blue pretty clone to them saying they're a Palladian, good alien. They're going to help save humanity. Everyone else watches from the stands. Then this person wakes up, starts talking about the good aliens that contacted them, and everything is going to be okay. So it happened like 30 times. Some of them people are semi-famous truthers now. Holy shit. There goes your vril. Yeah, second album. Coming. All coming. Yo, Max, what's up, brother? Let's see, Max. Max put it up. Shit. There it is. That's the Selective Outrage. That's the new single. I'm going to play that tonight. Thanks, Max. Thanks for coming in, bro. So I found this is weird. Did you guys ever find her? Max, did you ever come across this chick? She's like this whole, it's like all the Palladian shit. Like I really fucking started going down this rabbit hole, and I was like, wait a minute. So she's connected to fucking Donald Marshall. And then she started reciting all of Donald Marshall shit. And all of Donald Marshall shit was that they have a clone of all of us. Like all right, so put it this way. This is how deep this goes. If you were born in a hospital, right? You know that they take your blood, they get your stamp, which is your print. They get your soul print, which is your footprint. It's not your handprint. It's your footprint. The footprint goes onto the birth certificate. That's how they put the loan on anything with 2 arms and 2 legs. It's through your foot because of your soul. That's why they give you sneakers with soles. So the soul stops you from grounding and connecting with the earth and God and the sun and everything, right? So I remember back in the day, before Q, before any of this shit was out here, I used to be into like the alien shit, that like heavy into it. I got sucked into it. And then I started looking and I started researching about it. So Clonade is a real thing. People say, oh, that's all bullshit. No, it's a real thing. They've already got all of our blood. They've already taken our blood. They've already done whatever they did with it and study us. Now they target. This is 110%. You can go look this up for yourself. They target people with certain blood types. Now, if you remember when we were younger, nobody ever used to talk about RH negative. All right, be honest right now. Do you ever remember as a child, anybody ever telling you, hey, your friend has RH negative blood. Your aunt has RH negative blood. Your son, your daughter has RH negative blood. There was none of that shit happening when we were growing up. I was O negative, okay? Always been O negative. Always. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? So they tell me later on, they're like, yeah, you're O negative, but you're RH negative. And I'm like, how can I be both? You can't fucking be both. Then they changed it up. Then they switched it up. Then they were like, oh, no, it's RH negative. And I was like, no, I'm O negative. I have the fucking paperwork to prove it. Yes, but I'm old. I don't remember that. I don't remember we can maybe, if anybody wants to look it up and screenshot it and see when it came out. But I saw this. She's got the Freemason chain, the Freemason book. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I got sucked into this whole thing. Yes, we can, babe. And she's doing everything. She's got the apron on. She's got the gloves, everything. So somebody had to put her in this position to wear all this shit and get all this. You don't just get gloves and you don't just get to go to fucking a lodge and do this. You don't. So here, look. Ways to survive in this world for others. I am often asked, can people like me love? So she's saying she's basically a clone. After all, I am different from people because my consciousness is incarnated in many places simultaneously, and I live in different realities under different laws, in different bodies and times. It's not that far off, guys. It really ain't. Because if you have infinity upon infinity upon infinity, and there's a parallel universe, and so forth, right? This is straight up truth. Then there would be another version of you somewhere else doing that. These are theories. The cloning, I believe 110%. I believe they did that. DeVril was a whole different fucking level. You know, there's podcasters that make fun of this. This was documented with the fucking Nazis, you fucking idiots that make fun of this. This was documented with the fucking Nazis. This is what Hitler and them and Himmler and all those motherfuckers were doing. Okay? How did they get that information? Because of Antarctica. Do you remember when the planes were just flying? Our planes, and Admiral Byrd was down there, and they would just fly and then explode in the air. Why were they exploding in the air? They said they were hitting the firmament. Do you think? Do you think? I think it's a lot more deeper than just that. We cloned dogs 38 years ago. Exactly. They were cloning sheep. I mean, what is it? President Bill Clinton, George Bush, and Obama, all three of those presidents apologized for cloning human beings. So all those people that are like, that's all bullshit. No, it's not bullshit. You can think of whatever. And there's people that really believe in this, the Andromedans and the Palladians. And I just think that they are fallen angels. That's just the way I'm going to look at it. And you're welcome to believe what you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? But this person is definitely into something, and they definitely know, and they use this person to get the information out. And that's how they do it, though. But that's how they get things into existence. Somebody has to put it out there. Somebody has to look at it. Not everybody's going to see like I said, it's all perception. Not everybody's going to see everything the same way. They just don't, and they won't. I turned this into a battle diss track. It's only a first verse. I'm going to shoot a video for this, but it's not about nobody. What, Skript? What did you say? Skript, stop it.
Yo, we psyop slaying out here. Y'all just fucking hating from the sideline.
I am looking at this picture.
Fiending, leaning, cracked out, barely breathing, moving, acting like a demon. Why you moving, acting like a demon? Sitting there fiending. Here's the deal breaker. Your girl's a meth chaser, safe breaker, bag shaker, scripture raider, habit trader, fiend flavor. You're just a dope scraper, pipe baker, late night caper. A motherfucking hater, get your cake up, bum. See you broke in the trap, talk slick in the chat. When you choking the rap, your whole parody shady as your lame ass flow. Big flow, deep throat on some proper eight posts. Talk about my mom, boy, please, you embarrassing. Still living rent-free with your parents in comparison. You came for the crown and took a Ellis malice. Face to face, get smacked with a handful of callous. We move silent, and we strike with precision. Built on truth, this ain't superstition. No cap, no clout, just raw conviction. Kill shot zone, here's the full transmission. We move silent, and we strike with precision. This is built on truth, not superstition. No cap, no clout, it's just raw conviction. Kill shot zone, here's the full transmission.
It's only one verse. I didn't finish it. I should finish it. This was a beat I made. I still haven't jumped on this yet. This thing's pretty dope too. This will be on the second album. I should be playing the first album. I know. I think she's laughing at the little Debbie. We got to listen to this. Hold on. Starfire Bloodlines, the genetic map of the ancient ones. I bet you I can freestyle this. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Not all blood is the same. It's the same game. Some carry memory, some carry a mission. That's what I'm spitting. Listen, some carry the echo of the world's transitions long before Earth was ever formed. That's when the fallen angels came. They brought pain, taught them how to put fire in the flame. And then when the flame came, they taught them how to Freestyle. No, hold on. Hold on. Yo, that's how I be doing. I'll freestyle. I'll look at the shit and throw it in there. So Lyran bloodlines are the first architects, the lion-hearted, O negative. Lyran core, secondary, Anunnaki. O negative, positive. What is it? Lyran core, secondary, Atlantean, Lumerian. B positive, Lyrian core, secondary, Andromedan. So basically, it's the bloodlines. I still believe that the RH negative bloodline is like descendants. Like they're either descendants from Christ or they're descendants from the Anunnaki. It's one of the two. But some people be like, yo, that is a little crazy, Skript. That is a little crazy. Yes, they're looking for anybody that's connected to Christ. If you're awake right now and you're sitting here and you're looking at everything, Anunnaki, it says, babe. So I guess we're Anunnaki. But that's not true neither. That could be what they put in there so it's disguised as that. And, you know, you don't look at it. But, I mean, the ones that have, they know where we're at every minute of the day. Yeah, that was a quick freestyle. She said mic drop. Hold on. I want to go back to the little Debbie. Hold on, because this looks fucking hilarious. Hold on. We got to listen.
I've been laughing for 15 minutes straight. I'm going to show you a video and then I'm going to show you the comments.
Yeah, dude, I said I wanted a mullet and this is what the barber gave me. I don't think this is a mullet.
Look sick, my lord. Maybe they didn't hear you. How many shillings did you pay for that?
Oh, God.
Did you specify which century you wanted? Tomfoolery in the front, knavery in the back.
Oh, my God.
Do you know the muffin?
Yo.
Okay, Josh, you go.
Oh, my God.
He gave you the 1-2
buckle my shoes special. Go to Renaissance Fair immediately.
Got the little Debbie.
That's the best one, the little Debbie.
Did you go to the barber for
7 years ago?
It's honestly not that bad. It's substantially worse. And you just river danced on out of there without saying a word.
Oh, my God.
The bangs are a little short, but other than that, I hate it. What does your barber do for a living? You headed to your shift to the Lollipop Guild. It's going to be okay, Hansel.
Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking... Yo, my cheeks hurt from laughing. Hold on, there's another one. I have a whole bunch of these where they make songs out of it. Let's go to the actual ones that they put. I've watched this no less than since time, and it doesn't get any less funny. I know I have two. Tears literally streaming down my face. He looks like Greta Thunberg's redheaded stepbrother. Oh, shit. He looks like William Shakespeare. That is pretty funny, though. Oh, my God. I understand the hysteria. I've been there for different reasons. She wasn't lying. That was funny. Sick haircut, my lord. Yo, that shit was funny. They said little Debbie. They said that motherfucker looks like little Debbie. All right, I'm going to play this. And I'm probably going to get out of here. Oh, my God, man. My cheeks are hurting from laughing now. It was pretty funny.
Post that somebody made that said Anon predicted World War III and alien invasion. And there's a whole bunch of list of things that are kind of playing out. And right now we are at oil prices skyrocket, blackouts in Africa and third world countries. Next is U.S. sends 3 aircraft carriers, at least. And then after that, at least 2 sunk by Iran, Russia, and China using suicide tactics. I'm going to continue. U.S. tries amphibious invasion, first fails with massive casualties, second attempt succeeds, oil fields seized, advance halts, U.S. civil war begins, anti-war bloc blocks, takes D.C. with military support, U.S. splits in 2, retreats from Middle East. Now this part's really important because right here is the make or break point. I know this is going to come out of nowhere, but like UFOs have been historically like cited around the United States, mostly within the world. It's not a coincidence. It's because Lockheed Martin patented that type technology. You could say the government actually knows how to fucking deal with UFOs. They didn't fucking invent that shit. Anyway, Turkey betrays NATO, joins Russia, Iran, China alliance, attacks Israel, China attacks Taiwan and Guam, North Korea invades South, Japan fails to stop it, India possibly flip sides, Russia invades Poland, Baltics, links to Kaliningrad, Finland and NATO invade Russia, take St. Petersburg, Europe collapses into riots, famine, and civil wars. Latin America allies with China and Russia. U.S. invaded from south. Advanced stops at Colorado. 50 to 150 tactical nukes used in high atmosphere. Tsar bomb and 2 strategic nukes used in Europe. Israel destroyed. Palestine wiped with it. Air travel ends. Crime and chaos everywhere. 3 weeks of nuclear events. Fake alien invasion begins. MJ-12 releases synthetic alien soldiers, PLFs. PLFs hunt survivors. FEMA camps classify people as useful or undesirables. By 2027, 5 billion dead.
No matter how nuclear war begins, it ends in 72 minutes and 5 billion people would be dead.
Fake aliens defeated with help of real ones. One world government under MJ and the UN. Dome with the rock destroyed. Script complete.
Come on, we in Georgia. You got the pistol right next to you, got the AK next to you, waiting right there, just waiting, right, just like this. Wait, you're gonna be, watch this word, ready. As soon as he break through that back door, bullets is flying. I'm from New York. I live in Georgia now. I got guns everywhere, on all the floors. First floor, second floor, basement. You better not come at my house at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be ready for you. Patty cake all you want. If you knew somebody was coming at 4:34, you would be ready. The point is trying to make sense. I already told you I'm coming. Get ready. When? Now. Why are you waiting to get right? Why are you waiting to be obedient? Why are you waiting to be faithful? Why are you waiting to serve? Why are you waiting to give? Why are you waiting to pray? Be ready when? Now.
Yeah, that's the true message of God, man. You should just be ready at any given moment. And you got to go with it, man. That's what it comes down to. Hey, guys, thanks for hanging out. So I got a couple of things to go over with before I get off. So everybody that wants to order the album and wants CD, you're going to go to scriptkeeper17 at gmail.com, scriptkeeper17 at gmail.com. I've gotten everybody that has hit me there. Let me go over it real quick. I'm just going to yell out some names. You'll know who you are. They're going to be like, wait, Script. I'm just going to yell out names. So Zig, good looks. I see the email, Zig. I'm going to hit you back. Let's see. George, Jesse, Viola, Anne-Marie, Emkel. Bruce, Connor, Young, Teresa. Who else is on here? I'm trying to see everybody that was on here. Josh D, Janet, of course, Bite Master, Ron, Chris, PSN 60R. Wait, what is it? DR 68, Angela, Delicate, and Krez. Everybody that hit me up, I got y'all. I told you once we hit into April, I'll be sending the CDs out. Anybody that's asking me in those emails how to get it, I'm going to send you back the reply. It's going to be an auto reply so everybody gets it. And that's basically it, man. I'm putting the album out. After this album is out, I got a little thing in the mix. I don't want to talk about it too much. But yeah, this is where I came here to fight. So just so everybody understands. So I was awake in 9/11. That's when I first woke up. 9/11 is what woke me up because I didn't see what they showed on the TV. I didn't see the plane come out the other side and all this craziness. I heard bombs and all that shit. We ran across the Brooklyn Bridge because everything was shut down. And if you were really there, then you know what I'm talking about. You cannot drive out of Manhattan after this happened. Everybody was trapped on that island. You had to walk over the bridges. So that's what we had to do. So from that point, I still didn't believe like my eyes, and I wasn't fully awake, but I was getting there. And it came along. Well, I'm glad it made your day. As I got older and time went on, I got into all the phases. I'm going to just start rapping about this. Then I started speaking out. And then it was really more around 2018 where I was speaking out a little bit, 2019, a little bit harder. And then when the That hit, that's when I stood up. So it was basically, I won't comply. I don't care what they throw my way. I will not comply. And that's been my message. I don't want to comply. I don't need a new king. I want to restore the republic. None of us need a king. It has nothing to do with no kings. You see how they hijacked that, because the real ones were out here talking about maritime law and really exposing it. And then they were like, no kings. And they had to hijack that. They hijack every grassroots movement gets hijacked, whether it's the Republicans or the Democrats. They have podcasters, senators, constituents, politicians, all that. They're all hired. It's all fake and gay. The whole thing is. But they're all hired, like your AOCs and your Lauren Boeberts and, Marjorie Taylor Greens. All these people are hired. They have talent agencies to keep it going. It's an illusion. Everything's always been an illusion. So it depends on what level you're awake. And if you're at the level where you don't need politics, it's usually the people that are pushing you have to become a Republican or become a Democrat. Those are usually, don't take this the wrong way, but it's usually the boomer mindset that gets into that. Generation X, we just wanted to be left the fuck alone. We told everybody, leave us the fuck alone, and they didn't leave us alone. They had to do PSYOP after PSYOP after PSYOP, and that's mostly where it is. The Gen Xers we are the last generation. Generation X is the last generation of, play outside and do this. And, your parents can't find you. They got to beep you. If, we didn't have cell phones and all that shit. We were the last generation before it went into full technology levels and technocracy and all this takeover of surveillance and all that. I mean, they had before the red light cameras, they had the gun scanners. I forget what they call them, but you could shoot a gun off and they'd know exactly what kind of gun it was, where it was shot and all that. They had that for years. Camden, New Jersey was the first city in America that became the most surveilled city out of all. Everybody goes, oh, it's New York City. Wrong. It's not Manhattan. Go look up Camden, New Jersey. Literally every fucking corner has a camera and they see everything. And there's still crime happening there. So, that was my thing. And I just kind of kept speaking out and kept going, and it led to me waking up a lot of people, millions of people. And I didn't know it. I mean, there was times where people would send me messages and they just felt like quitting on life and I'd have to talk them out of it. And you're like, I'm not a psychologist, but I'm going to try and help as many people as possible. And that was the mission I set forth on. At the same time, it consumed my life. For 10 years of doing this and speaking out and constantly going, I was still doing music, but I got away from it. And that's where my passion is. That's what my first love is, music. I'm good at it. I like writing music, whether I'm doing it through AI or I'm rapping myself. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put an album out and I'll put all my tracks together because I've got over like 50 new songs that I can put out right now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the first album out. That first album will be on CD. The second album will all be online. I won't be doing another CD off of that. So this PSYOP Slayer will be the only album on CD that I'm going to be doing. Everything else will be released digitally on all platforms. If you don't want the CD and you want me to send you a zip file, I can do it that way too. If you're like, hey, but I am going to press up the CDs, and that's where I'm going. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys soon, but I'll be going live on TikTok. TikTok's going to be for anybody that wants to jump on and talk. Like I had Remington on there, Janet. She was on the other night and we were just having a conversation, kicking it. And that's it. And it was just, us talking. And you don't have to show yourself if you don't want to. You can put your camera on or you don't. But you can jump up. It'll be for anybody to come up and talk and just, because we've built a big family here. And I just couldn't do the show anymore, guys. It burnt me to fuck out. All these people that are doing shows every day, that's all they have. If they're going to work, we don't know about it. So, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know about it. But I'm going to work because I'm fucking making videos at 4 a.m, 5 a.m. And plus I'm tired. I work 12 hours a day and I get home and I'm like, I'm not doing no show. So I'd rather just, go live whenever I feel like it. And, I don't need thousands watching. Shout out to the 800 people that are watching tonight. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm done, guys. Like, when you're doing it as long as I've been doing it, and people look for you to do this, you just get tired of it. You just look at it and you're like, come on, I want fucking arrests already, man. Give us some fucking arrests. If we don't get arrests, then if I don't have arrests within the next 3 years, if we don't have the big boys down, man, then it's a whole different level. And I'll say it, that we got played. And that's where I'm at. Anybody that says, oh, that's not true, hey, the best I can tell you is this. If that isn't what we were supposed to see, that's not how it was sold to us. It was sold to us on the lines of Obama, Mitch McConnell's, all these fucking people that have been getting rich off of Americans for years, okay, because of the corporation. They were all supposed to be arrested, right or left. There are no party lines. The party lines crossed. The kids were supposed to bring us together. The child trafficking and these fucking elites that eat children, that was shit was supposed to bring us together. And I see more fighting against it when it's actually happening and it's in front of our face. And I don't know, it was just a big letdown to me. So I was like, you know what? I got to step back and step away from it. What's up, Punisher? I was like, I got to step back away from it. I don't know, man. We have to see accountability, because I don't believe that we can restore the republic if there is no accountability. And that's just me. It'll just feel like, they promised this and they promised that and they never fucking delivered on it. Now you have people like, Harry, the soul coach, that's like, well, Oprah's a white hat, General Flynn's a white hat, and Roger Stone's a white hat, and Tom Hanks is a white hat, and this one's a white hat. Jeffrey Epstein is a white hat. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? So what are you telling us? Everything that we researched is bullshit? So if everything that we researched is bullshit, and they're all white hats, and there's never going to be no justice and nobody gets arrested, then to be honest with you, I don't want nothing to do with that. I would never want to be a part of that. I would continue on my mission on fucking screaming out here and calling it all out. And that's the best I can do. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe any of those people are white hats. I believe they were fucking evil. And we know they're evil because of what we fucking researched. It consumed our lives. We went down fucking rabbit holes we weren't supposed to go down rabbit holes. The elections and shit never been fixed. They got to be fucking fixed. The first time I voted, they cheated. You're like, what the fuck? And then we come out later on and find out it's all because of the corporations, man. So do you remember when the Pope was going to absolve all the corporations? That was supposed to happen. 2020, they were talking that was going to happen and it was going to go down this way. And then it just never happened. J.D. Vance just said that he's going to look into the aliens and he believes aliens are demons. But literally said we're bringing the new world order in. And that's why I wanted you to see that video of Pete Hegseth talking about bunkers. And that was before he'd gotten to his position. So there's things that like blow people's minds. So I'm not going to, I can't keep going along with something and being strung along when in my heart, my heart doesn't line up with it. It doesn't line up with it. I want justice, man. And if we ain't going to get the justice, then I'll just keep making my fucking music. And while I keep making my music, I'll keep exposing every last one of them. I don't give a fuck. That's just going to be me. But I'm out of here. I will see you guys soon, man. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out tonight, man. And everybody that's been checking in to get the album, man. I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm going to do 500 CDs. The first 100 I'm going to sign. And the rest of the 400 are just getting printed up and sent out. All right. Yes, I feel something big is happening and it's coming. So we need it. We fucking need it. Because if not, we got iRobot fucking situations coming. Hey, yo, Mac. Yo, no doubt, brother. You I know you've seen the iRobot, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is the iRobot doing? Why do we have an iRobot? I don't like where this is going. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to play the new song, Selective Outrage, man. Like I said, guys, I guess, I'll see you when I go live. That's it. Peace and bless, guys. Oh, you wanted to hear it again? No, we'll play Selective Outrage.
Yeah. Everybody righteous. till the truth hit home and the silence louder and the microphone. They screaming, say the kids when it fit the vibe. Soon as names drop, now they switch the side. Truth got receipts, can't delete that file. Watch heroes turn neutral in a little while. Moral compass spinning like a broken clock. Justice only matters when it ain't your block. Everybody brave till accountability knocks. Then excuses start raining like a Twitter mob.
They was yelling, lock them up, that's that pitchfork energy. Now the paperwork public, it's sudden empathy. Talking about we need proof, that's ironic though. Same crowd convicted folks off a rumor post. Patriot costume, freedom in the caption. Justice for the world with selective reactions. Truth hit close, now the narrative folding. Backpedal fast like a politician jogging. Said the system evil and the predators exposed to the spotlight. Drifted where the loyalty goes. Now it's deep fake setup, the media spin. It's funny how denial always starts within. They move goalposts quicker than a track meets sprinter. Winter turns summer when the scandal get familiar. Keyboard warrior, they need nuance. Same ones that be laughing when opponents get ruined.
Say the kids when it fit the vibe. Soon as names drop, now they switch the side. Truth got receipts, can't delete that file. Watch heroes turn neutral in a little while. Moral compass spinning like a broken clock. Justice only matters when it ain't your block. Everybody brave till accountability knocks. And excuses start raining, when I'm missing.
They said evil wear mask, been hunting all the snakes. Not a snake in the circle, watch the hunters escape. Principles shrinking every time pressure applied. Integrity seasonal like election time. Facts hit harder when the bias collapse. Everybody Sherlock till the suspects got back. Suddenly patience, suddenly grace. Same energy vanished when it's someone they hate. They politicize pain to harvest attention. Turn trauma to headlines, outrage for mention. If justice got sides, it ain't justice at all. That's phantom in disguise, a moral free-for-all. Truth don't mean left and truth don't mean right. Exposing fake halos in the fluorescent light. Shielding corruption cause jerseys match yours. You ain't fighting evil, you're defending gatekeeper doors.
Louder than slogans, quieter than guilt. Everybody moral till they idol get built. Truth hit different when the mirror don't lie. Hard to preach justice when hypocrisy high. Screaming, say the kids when it fit the vibe. Soon as names drop, now they switch the side. Truth got receipts, can't delete that file. Watch heroes turn neutral in a little while. Moral compass spinning like a broken clock. Justice only matters when it ain't your block. Everybody brave till accountability knocks. Then excuses start raining like it's with a mob. Everybody, 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 everybody.
My name is Lone Pena. I disappeared last summer. Some say Argentina, some say nowhere. But I still speak from the static, from the silence, where the truth got sold and the lies went platinum. It's a Griff Ganonza, pockets full of praise, selling halos, diamonds in a holy maze. No kids saved, but the checks get raised. Fake saints cash out while the world decays. Griff Ganonza, faith turned to gold, streaming tears from the lies they told. Millions made, but the truth got cold. Yeah, it's Griff Ganonza, the devil's been sold.
They wear halos like costumes, parading their lies, claiming they rescue kids, but it's all in disguise. Velvet words tripping over empty crusades, while the innocents vanish, their futures betrayed. Paper pledges stacked like monuments of fraud. They toast to themselves while the helpers get ignored. Every photo op stage, every tear a veneer. They profit from virtue while the victims disappear. No choir saves children, no sermons redeemed, just applause for actors and their extremes. I call through the spectacle, expose their deceit. me. Turn silence to thunder, now feel the heat.
Pockets full of praise, selling halos, diamonds in a holy maze. No kids saved, but the checks get raised. Fake saints cash out while the world decays. Skript can answer, faith turn to gold. Streaming tears from the lies they told. Millions made, but the truth got cold. Yeah, Skript can answer, the devil's been sold. I was one of the lost, but not forgotten. The silent screams from the dirt and cotton. They use my name to feed the brand. Turn the ghost into a business plan today. Who just shot like holy wars, but the truth ain't found behind marble doors. You can't sanctify fraud with a prayer and a pitch. You can't buy redemption from the poor you ditch. They preaching suits, they dancing sin. They sell salvation for the highest win. Meanwhile, the mystery remain unfound. Their voices drowned by donation sounds. It's a Skript Gananza, pockets full of praise. Selling halos, diamonds in a holy maze. No kids saved, but the checks get raised. Fake saints cash out while the world decays. Skript Gananza, faith turn to gold. Screaming tears from the lies they told.